Hey folks, Mysterious JG here. Welcome back to Let's Play Nioh. Took a break to get some lunch, and I really need to be recording something else right now, to tell you the truth. I got time to play games, but got something else that I should be working. But I'm into this. I'm having fun with it. Got to figure out how to get past some of these baddies. I got a ranged warrior to deal with. See if I can deal with you. Fuck. Alright. Elixir just about straightened me out after that, and he dropped one, so it all worked out. Now, I had this guy burst out on me before and catch me unawares. Looks like he lost track of me there. I'm apparently just outside of his visual range, so I'll take it. Now when I get in here, I've got ranged warriors, including fudge. Okay, including one who had the ability to break my guard because he was using a cannon. So the guy surprise killed me this time was one of these dudes. Okay. That worked out okay. We're running a little short on elixirs, by which I mean I'm not maxed with elixirs, but hey, it is what it is. I got fire amulets, so grass will burn. Looks like the enemies are all facing away, so this works out okay. But they don't stay that way. So I might have to play a little cat and mouse here. Again, there's a part of me that's still trying to think, is there a way to speedrun this? So that guy is gonna... guy starts facing that way. I did see a Kadama that we missed. Because you and me are in this together, gentlemen. We missed it, not me. Don't put this on me. You guys didn't get that Kadama either. Okay, hold on. Hide before this dude shows up, because I've gotten okay at killing them, but I don't really want to fight it if it's not necessary. Although I'd probably rather deal with it before I have to go deal with this other situation over there. None of these appear to be those walls that you talk to. Okay. I occasionally stun lock them by hitting them in the sweet spot, which I'm not always doing. sometimes hitting them from behind is not actually the spot that's going to stun them. That doesn't give you the stone cold stunner. I'd be quite alright with you being the last Kadama, by the way. Apparently I still got more to find, including one over... Oh, here. Yeah. I found you before we were even able to get over here. Still not quite done. Alright, but here's good news. This whole zone we don't need to deal with at all. If I were to switch to speedrun strats, don't really need to deal with this unless it becomes a better way to sneak through the zone. So let's be cautious. You guys are still one of my least favorite enemies to fight, even if you're not, like, new at this point in the game. Okay, so I'm using the wrong... wrong stance. Alright. By the way, I spent some of my, I used some of my locks off screen and spent some of the points, and then I've kind of forgot to make a note of what I spent them on, and I don't want to figure it out right now because I got things that are going to wear off. Are you the last Kadama? Yes. And I have a strong feeling that the boss is on the other side of this door. So if this boss battle isn't too bad, we may have something that I could potentially try to speedrun through. Oh, they've got cannons. That sucks. Oh. Well, one of them has a cannon. Can eventually get good at this fight, I suppose. Kind of a trick trap. You don't want to get too far away from them. Oh, what am I doing? These are humanoid enemies. Whoa, there's more guys. Okay. Fuck! Couldn't get far away enough to reactivate my sweet thing. My sweet, sweet trick traps. But I've got kind of a not terrible setup because human enemies, my best bet, and as you can see, I'm not great against a bunch of humanoid enemies at the same time, but that is the trick trap that I want there, which is to have, I don't know why I keep saying trick trap. Stealing Zerfall's gimmick. this is kind of how you're going to get through that. And then you probably need to figure out how to actually destroy these guys the first time you get in there. Man, they use this slow up talisman on me. Now they're like, no, you know how it feels, jerk. And I started, because I was locked on target, so my camera switched right as I was executing a roll, and instead of rolling away, I rolled right between them. So that was the mechanics of how the camera works that kind of screwed me over there. If I was not locked on an enemy, I would have been rolling away and might have some opportunity, at least, to maybe get out of that in one piece. I need to reconfigure some of my stuff here because I've actually got quite a few. I've got like a defense talisman that I like maxed out, but I didn't find a place for it on my skill wheel, as it were, whatever you actually call this. You, man. At least you don't actually use them up if you didn't get it off. I don't know how many more of these guys are going to be, but I'm out of these now. And I keep missing. And there's more than just one left. Maybe there's not. I'm okay with that being it. Yeah, alright. Green-red demon armor? I feel like I got more than one piece of green-red demon armor out of that. So there you go, folks. Is it possible to speedrun this? Yes. I have a few enemies I have to kill at the beginning. And then the little whirlwind monk guy that's guarding this door, I'll have to figure out a way to get rid of him with a bunch of ranged guys at my back. Maybe if I get over to him fast enough, I can avoid where the ranged guys are, but this is, I believe I had to open this gate. Any gate you have to open, if there's an enemy right in front of it, you kind of got to deal with them. But if I can find a way to quickly and effectively kill this guy here without dealing with all the skeletal archers and hand cannoneers that are kind of hanging out near his zone, I really only got to kill 4 to 5 enemies before I can get to the final boss area. And as you can see, big ups to Mbazia. It's easier against those guys than it is against like real boss characters. Like Hanzo and Okatsu maybe are the worst of the humanoid bosses to try that technique against because they're so fast and they do a lot of evasion maneuvers. But as you can see, that's the way to do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Just knock them off their feet and final attack them. And if you're lucky, and if you got them positioned so where you take both guys off their feet, so much the better. Now, unfortunately, I've got not enough time to really get to another mission, and kind of want to get out of this game and play something else. Actually, I'd love to keep playing this game. I'm really enjoying myself playing this game today, but it's, I mean, I could do inventory management for the rest of the video. But no, I kind of need to spend this time getting caught up on a different LP series to keep my uploads going. So it's weird. I don't make any money off the channel. I don't ever intend to switch over. Not like I don't have enough fans to make money off the channel anyway. But still, I do feel this vague obligation to keep uploads going. Not only did you fulfill my request, but more importantly, you have returned unscathed. I can sense the evil has dissipated already. Shusan Temple has long been surrounded with the stories of restless spirits, the souls of the ancient dead, perhaps, wandering maliciously about our plane. But to see them here in such numbers, I can only pray we are not on the cusp of another incident in the same vein as that Snake Man scheme. You mean Jake the Snake Roberts? Well, I mean, I don't know. I was trying to think of a good Jake the Snake promo to quote there. And there's lots of them. I just couldn't think of one at that exact moment. So, can't quite level up with that. I'm close, but I'm not gonna make the difference up with these donations. That being said, I could try. So let's see. Okay, not interested in that. Not really that interested in that. Not interested in that. Not interested in that. I will have to take a look at this. It could be... As a matter of fact, this probably is an improvement over what I have. Let's do that first, as a matter of fact. Let's check and see if we got any like long-term increases to our equipment here. Because there's a good chance. I think I'm wearing all green and blue, so a purple, if it's one of the things that was in blue before, it will be an improvement. So first of all, let's sort by type. So as you can see, I don't have any more of these. Do not have a new Kusarigama that's better than this. And this is the only thing been getting in green is lots and lots of these hats. So what I just got that's new is this here. It would be immediate significant increase to my defense. And life plus 58. This is life plus 86. This gave me key plus 4. This gives me key plus 4. Versus Yokai Realm, whatever. This is giving me defense and item drop rate. This is pretty much better. To the point where I can probably actually unlock, like, not have these locked anymore. I was holding on to these just because they had better defense. But I was using this just because it had key. But this actually has the same key boost, plus it's better in every other way. So I'm actually going to now can get rid of all that. Arm guards, didn't get any new Iga Ninja arm guards, didn't get any new Iga Ninja pants, and I'm halfway through leveling these pants up anyway. No new Iga shoes. Alright, so let's go back to... And yes, sorry folks, I think I'm just going to round out the video at this screen. But hey, it'll give you a chance if you're not already aware to see what off-screening this game actually tends to look like. Newest. Okay, so now I'm like... We'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this. This I'll hold on to because it's probably the best National Unity sword I have, and I can go sort through the later. This is almost certainly an improvement over my existing Lead the Red Demon. I like to hold on to at least one version of every set gear just in case I decide to switch something up later. This we'll get rid of. Familiarity bonus. I kind of want to get a Amrita from Yokai boosting accessory because I realized recently I got rid of a bunch of old ones and now I only have one with that I can use for off-screen leveling purposes. So I do at least want to look at that. Set bonus requirements down. Wild Talisman using living weapon. I got another one like this. Amrita earned... Oh yeah, I'll hold on to this. Amrita earned in general. I keep getting ones that are only Amrita from humans or Yokai. Rifle Captain's Armor. Exemplary Eye for Elegance? I don't even know if I have a full set of those. What is the deal with that set? It is Omi Province, Oda Nobunaga, Dade Masamune, Ujisada. I don't even know the backstory on this, but it's a set that I don't think I've even collected that many of. This is a good Kusarigama, but it's not a set Kusarigama, so I think I'm going to let it go, even though it has plus 12 wind, which is nice. Another one, it's a good Kusarigama, but it's not part of the set, so I wouldn't... Unless I start equipping stuff which decreases the number of items you need in a set to get the set piece bonus, and then switch weapons. Not a lot of point to... I'm not going to hold on to this one. I got tons of Tactician Ingenuity stuff. Yin Yang Tonfa. Exemplary Eye for Elegance. The Tactician's Ingenuity I got tons of. Swallowtail Armor, Exemplary Eye for Elegance is a newer set. I haven't been collecting it for as long. Samurai from the Darklands. I don't know for sure that I've got everything I need for that. Received Elemental Damage. Key Burst Talisman. Yokai Close Combat Damage. Wielding Weapon. I don't know that I really care about this one. Eye for Elegance again. He Who Never Retreats. I don't even know if I've got anything from that set. Is that the set that's named after... yeah, Shigizane. We'll definitely be collecting those for right now. Until I know for sure I've got one of everything. Why did I... Okay, I got backwards with this. I locked one that I meant to give away. Nice hat. Just a really nice hat. It makes you look like that John Saxon type guy from Cave Dwellers. Swallowtail Armor. Now, at this point, I probably do have a ton. Oh, and I'm glad this came up because I saw this last night when I was going through inventory. Rikishi Units Armor. So this allows you to dance with Too Cool and then forget about them when you're doing your Hall of Fame speech. Master Swordsman. Dual Bloodstained Hatchets. I'm guessing these drop when you fight that one enemy type that appears to use that as a weapon. One is for absorbing Amrita. Unlimited ninjutsu, but they have very low percentages, these things. Anyway, this puts me over the top. It just might. Oh, it's real close, but it's not actually going to put me over the top to level. So what we'll do just to round out the video is, you've seen it before, you'll see it again now, because we have just enough time to do it, and it's the most logical thing I can do with the next few minutes that will be useful to, which is to do Mountain of Remorse again. And you can see, I'm not even going to take the time to switch to my Amrita boosting gear, but you'll see, this is the mission I'd been running. I've done it on screen before. I should be even faster this time. But this is the mission that I've been running to get Amrita for leveling up. And you'll see if I can find a way to do that mission we just completed anywhere near this fast, I think that'll be a better return Amrita wise. And I think it's doable that we get good enough at that other mission to do it fairly fast. But it probably won't be as fast as I do this one. So if I was doing this for reals, I'd probably be using switching my gear. I'd be using the talisman that makes Amrita drop when you hit enemies, so that the few enemies I do fight would give me a little bit of extra Amrita. But I'm trying to see if there's any way I can figure out a similar route for this mission where you skip almost all the enemies. It would be a good thing. This is what I'll have to do with one of the enemies that pops up that's standing in front of a gate that isn't locked. Just get to the boss room. Start fucking shit up. hoping not to screw up here, because the whole point of this is I've done this mission so many times, it's almost like you can do it with your eyes closed, but watch me screw it up now that I'm actually recording it. Because, you know, I do this 5-6 times in a row. The 7th or 8th time off screen, I'll probably make an error like that. Yeah, see, this would be considered a way off with my timing run here, the fact that I got messed up with that guy. You'll see only the last hit actually did extra damage, even though I've got this kind of setup going where I'm supposed to get extra damage for every consecutive hit. At least that's what I thought it meant, but I guess it just means the last hit of a combo does extra damage depending on how many hits you got. But even though I kind of messed up, that wasn't the smoothest run I've ever had. You can see that's how long it takes to do a mission. If you get a path down, you just run right through and fight almost none of the enemies. And if I get to the point where I can speedrun that mission we just finished like that, I'll, you know, obviously will be, you know, using come back to life talismans and shit when I get to the boss room, and it'll just be a matter of, can I get consistent enough fighting that boss that I can beat it quickly, and then it would suddenly be the thing to do in order to level up off screen. There's probably other things I could be doing instead. It is what it is. At this point, all points are going into skill for right now. I may regret this later, particularly if we do a bunch of missions where I get ninja locks and samurai locks and then find out, oh, now I have like more samurai points than I need. But for now, I'll get these spent. I've got 6 samurai skill points. And we'll see if this unlocks. Nope, I need one more to get the final tacked on. Increases damage dealt to enemies from behind by 3%. But as you can see, my tactic against most tough enemies now, evade roll behind them and whack them with a Kusarigama weight as many times as possible. So the increased damage to enemies from behind by 3% is pretty good. And if I could just, like, pick a weapon to drop, it would be a high damage Kusarigama that has bonuses to quick attack and bonuses to damage dealt from behind. That would be, like, the thing that I would really, really, really want. All I want for Christmas from Santa Claus in this game. Alright, folks, that's going to be it for this video and this session, because now I'm going to switch to something else, namely Final Fantasy XII. Not that, you know, that doesn't really make a difference to you, whether you're watching that series or not. But when we come back, well, no, let's not quite call it a video yet, because I did want to showcase something. I'm not actually showcasing anything, but, hold on. Here's where we do it. So if I were to go to Way of the Strong, these are missions. I could try doing them on screen or off screen. You can see nothing great as a reward from that. Nothing great as a reward from that. But this, if I do this on the next high difficulty level, Death to Bandits, I'll get Young Ninjas locks, which are worth getting. Wreath and Flame also has Young Ninjas locks. Over here, Young Samurai locks. What I might be doing is doing these missions off screen at the higher difficulty level, because I don't believe there's anything really to show. I think it's just going to be the same mission as before, but you deal less damage, you take more damage. That kind of a deal. I guess let me know in the comments if you really want to see me doing some of these things on screen, but I figure what I'm going to do is the ones that have those rewards, the first time you finish them, I'll do them off screen. Second time you finish them, I'm sure there'll be lesser rewards. But there you see Young Mages locks, that's worth getting. Young Ninja locks, Young Samurai locks. So doing these missions is worth it for me because they're giving you skill points, which is one of the main reasons I want to level up anyway, is to get the skill points. So I've got quite a few skill points up for grabs there. Same thing here. Doing the main story missions probably would unlock more missions with more whatever. I think you get my point. Alright, I'm not going to show all the rest of them, but as you can see, there's quite a few skill points or locks up for grabs, which I may or may not be doing off screen before the next time you guys, before I record. But when we come back next time, I'll be recording something. Kind of the definition of the beast. See you then.